Rancho Tehama Reserve, California, AP, the latest on deadly shootings in Northern California, all times local. 9:15 p.m. Dozens of people from a tiny Northern California community came out despite rain and cold to honor the victims of a gunman who killed 5 people and injured several more. Cars are parked in front of the home of Kevin Janson Neal Wednesday, November 15, 2017, in Rancho Tehama Reserve, California. The body of Neal's wife was found at the home, where Neal started his shooting rampage that left 4 others dead, before he was shot and killed by Tehama County Sheriff's deputies. AP photo/Rich Pedroncelli. 12 clergy members led prayers at the Wednesday night gathering, including some for Alejandro Hernandez, a 6-year-old student who suffered the most serious injuries at an elementary school the gunman tried to enter. His aunt, Rosa A. Monroy, said he's at a hospital in Sacramento awaiting surgery on his foot. It's not clear when they will operate on the more serious wound to his upper chest and right arm, she said. A teacher at the school, Jennifer Bauman, said at the vigil that in some ways it was the worst day of her life, but she was inspired by the courage of her first and second grade students. _____. 5:55 p.m. 6-year-old Aileen Favela says she didn't know what was happening when a boy yelled at her to get down. She was in her classroom at Rancho Tehama Elementary School with about 15 first and second graders when shots came through the window Tuesday during a shooting rampage by 44-year-old Kevin Neal in a small Northern California community. Officials say quick-thinking school personnel saved dozens of kids from the deadly shooting. Aileen says she ducked under her desk as she heard a lot of shots. She says she thought somebody was trying to get into the school to kill people. She has a small cut above her left eye where she was hit by flying glass from bullets that hit her classroom during the shootings. Her mother, Olivia Favela, says she is okay. Aileen says she was worried about her brother during the shooting. Both are afraid to go to school now. _____. 5:30 p.m. Prosecutors say a Northern California man who went on a shooting rampage had harassed 2 neighbors after being released from jail on accusations he attacked them with a gun and knife. Tehama County District Attorney Greg Cohen said Wednesday that Kevin Neal repeatedly called state fire officials to report his neighbors were making methamphetamine after he was released on bail in early February. Cohen said the 2 women were scared of Neal after the January attack. The sheriff's department says Cohen fatally shot one of the women Tuesday during his rampage that left 4 others dead, including his wife. Police shot and killed Neal. Cohen also says Neal was arrested in North Carolina and California 5 times between 1989 and January 2017 but was never convicted. _____. 3:45 p.m. The superintendent of a small Northern California school said years of practicing lockdowns paid off when a gunman on a killing rampage charged onto school grounds. Corning Union Elementary School District Superintendent Richard Fitzpatrick said Wednesday the drill went exactly as practiced. He said many more children could have been hurt or killed after Kevin Neal started shooting at classrooms and the school office. One child was hospitalized with gunshot wounds and is expected to survive. Fitzpatrick said staff heard initial gunshots and quickly realized something was dreadfully wrong. He said details of the lockdown process are confidential, but it was carried out in less than 2 minutes. A district custodian said Neal tried repeatedly to get into a kindergarten classroom before giving up. _____. 2:25 p.m. The head of the maintenance department for a Northern California school district says a heroic custodian rushed straggling kids inside before a gunman could reach them, yelling "Get into the classrooms." Randy Morehouse with the Corning Union Elementary School District says the gunman tried repeatedly to get into a kindergarten classroom and fired into the room before he ran off to reload. Morehouse described a harrowing scene as he walked around the playground at Rancho Tehama Elementary School. Some windows of 10 portables were boarded up Wednesday, a day after Kevin Janson Neal shot up the elementary school, which has about 100 students in kindergarten to 5th grade. 2 officers shot and killed Neal. _____. 1:30 p.m. Hospital officials say 5 people shot during a gunman's deadly rampage on a tiny Northern California town remain hospitalized. Authorities say Kevin Janson Neal wounded at least 10 people and killed 5 others, including his wife, in several shootings in Rancho Tehama Reserve, a tiny town north of Sacramento. Officials say 2 men remain hospitalized at n.man Medical Center in Chico. 2 other men are being treated in Mercy Medical Center in Redding. A hospital official says a child who was shot at the community's school is in fair condition at UC Davis Medical Center in Sacramento. ____. 12:50 p.m. An attorney who used to represent the Northern California man who went on a deadly shooting rampage says he was fired several weeks ago after his client began displaying bizarre behavior. Attorney Leo Barone says the behavior of Kevin Neal wasn't violent but strange enough to stand out. He declined to discuss details. Barone says he first represented Neal several years ago in a road rage case that prosecutors dropped before it went to trial. Barone also represented Neal in February when a judge barred him from having guns after he was charged with stabbing a neighbor. The attorney said Neal should have been unable to legally purchase guns because of the court order. ____. 12:50 p.m. Authorities say there would have been a horrific bloodbath at a Northern California elementary school if not for the quick action of workers who rushed children inside and locked the doors as a gunman opened fire. Tehama County Assistant Sheriff Phil Johnston said Wednesday that not being able to enter Rancho Tehama Elementary frustrated Kevin Janson Neal and drove him to find victims elsewhere. He killed 5 people and wounded 10 at different locations around the rural community of Rancho Tehama Reserve before police fatally shot him. Some students had finished breakfast while others were being dropped off when Neal started shooting. 1 child was wounded at the school and another who was on the way. The school, which has about 100 children in kindergarten through 5th grade, will be closed until further notice. ____. 11:55 a.m. A judge had barred the Northern California man who went on a deadly shooting rampage from having guns after he was charged with stabbing a woman earlier this year. Court records also show that Kevin Neal was charged with illegally firing a weapon and possessing an illegal assault rifle on January 31. The 44-year-old was charged with 5 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. The court records show a judge ordering Neal to stay away from the woman who was stabbed and her mother-in-law on February 28. As part of that protective order, Neal was barred from having guns. Tehama County Assistant Sheriff Phil Johnston said Wednesday that police went to Neal's home several times for reports that he was shooting guns, but they never saw him with the weapons. He says Neal had 2 homemade semi-automatic weapons and 2 handguns registered in someone else's name. ____. 11:20 a.m. Authorities say no one reported a domestic violence incident that they believe set a man off on a shooting rampage in Northern California that left 5 people dead. Tehama County Assistant Sheriff Phil Johnston says neighbors heard a disturbance at the home of Kevin Janson Neal on Monday night but that no one called authorities. He says investigators found the body of Neal's wife hidden under the floor. Neal on Tuesday opened fire at different places in the tiny community of Rancho Tehama Reserve, at one point entering a school and shooting into classrooms. A child was wounded at the school. 9 other people also were hurt. Police later shot and killed Neal. ____. 10:30 a.m. Authorities say the wife of a gunman who went on a shooting rampage in a Northern California town was found dead inside their home. Tehama County Assistant Sheriff Phil Johnston says investigators found the body of Kevin Janson Neal's wife hidden under the floor. Investigators believe the killing of his wife was the start of the rampage. Authorities say Neal shot and killed 4 other people and wounded 10 others at different locations around the rural community of Rancho Tehama Reserve. Police later shot and killed him. ____. 12:01 a.m. The gunman behind a rampage in Northern California was out on bail after being charged with stabbing a neighbor and had been the subject of a domestic violence call the day before. Neighbors also said they repeatedly reported to police that he had been firing off hundreds of rounds of ammunition day and night. Yet Kevin Neal was free and able to use a semi-automatic rifle and 2 handguns Tuesday to shoot 14 people, killing 4, before he died in a shootout with police. Police have declined to identify the shooter but confirmed the same man was charged with the stabbing in January. The district attorney told the Sacramento Bee the man in that case is Kevin Neal. This January 31, 2017 photo provided by the Tehama County Sheriff's Office shows Kevin Janson Neal, the gunman behind a rampage in Northern California. Authorities say Neal's wife was found dead inside their home. Tehama County Assistant Sheriff Phil Johnston says investigators found the body of Neal's wife hidden under the floor. Investigators believe the killing of his wife was the start of the rampage. Tehama County Sheriff via AP. Plywood covers one of the windows at the Rancho Tehama Elementary School, Wednesday, November 15, 2017, that was shot out during gunman Kevin Janson Neal's shooting rampage at Rancho Tehama Reserve, California, Tuesday. Neal killed 5 people, including his wife, before being shot and killed by Tehama County Sheriff's deputies. Neal is believed to have spent 6 minutes shooting into the school before driving off to continue his shooting spree. 1 student was shot but is expected to survive. AP photo/Rich Pedroncelli. Randy Morehouse, the maintenance and operations supervisor for the Corning Union Elementary School District, points to one of the bullet holes at the Rancho Tehama Elementary School, Wednesday, November 15, 2017, from gunman Kevin Janson Neal's shooting rampage at Rancho Tehama Reserve, California, Tuesday. Neal killed 5 people, including his wife, before being shot and killed by Tehama County Sheriff's deputies. Neal is believed to have spent 6 minutes shooting into the school before driving off to continue his shooting spree. 1 student was shot but is expected to survive. AP photo/Rich Pedroncelli. Linda Patton, left, and Shawnee Flournoy, employees of the Corning Union Elementary School District, react as District Superintendent, Rick Fitzpatrick, discusses the shooting rampage by Kevin Janson Neal, during a news conference Wednesday, November 15, 2017, in Corning, California. Neal went on a shooting spree, Tuesday, which included an attack on the Rancho Tehama Elementary School, where 1 student was injured. Neal killed 5 people, including his wife, before being shot and killed by Tehama County Sheriff's deputies. Fitzpatrick cited quick action by teachers and employees for locking down the school, which prevented Neal from entering any of the classrooms. AP photo/Rich Pedroncelli.